to her and you'll see.
I respect them as a government agency that...
The entire world has an agreement.
Welcome back to Dark Dive Reacts. These videos are for entertainment purposes only, and viewer discretion is advised. Let's take a dark dive.
Life, and many of them you just brush past on a daily basis. But honestly, you need to start taking notice. Let me know if you have any of these, because I'm genuinely interested, and it's something I've been fascinated about for a very long time. And actually, I used to do past life readings. I've studied the past life phenomena for a long time. In fact, I've been in witchcraft for around 25 years, and it's one of my just vast interests that I really can get my teeth into. So one of the biggest is fear of something, a phobia that you have in this lifetime that you just simply cannot put a finger on. You don't know where it's developed. There is no reason for it developing. And a good example is you are scared of water. So you are scared of open ocean or just water in general. And that could be linked to a past life where you've had a trauma relating to water, or maybe even drowned. I've actually spoken to people that have this trauma, and they've had past lives linked to Atlantis, which obviously, because of the trauma that they went through, that brings forward into the current life, and obviously understandably. Number two, are you called to visit certain places? Do you feel like a pull to a certain location for absolutely no reason? You can't put your finger on it. For me personally, I'm always called to old buildings, castles. I feel like I should not have been born in the era that I was born in, and so therefore I feel comfort being in older buildings. This again is a sign of a past life where maybe your subconscious mind is remembering where you used to be, maybe where you were happiest, even where you've suffered a big trauma, and it's trying to take you back there. There's very often hidden messages in those things. Number three, do you have a natural talent that you cannot explain? So you haven't learned something, you've not studied something, but you are naturally very good at something, again, for no reason. Now, this could be something you were mastering in a past life, or you were a master of in a past life. And often this is the key to wealth and abundance if you haven't already unlocked it. My personal fave is deja vu. I think most of us have had this feeling, this sensation at some point in our life. So when you go somewhere or you do something and you feel like you've done it before or you've been there before, it could also be that your soul travelled there while you slept. Little fact, your soul does not stay in your body while you sleep. You're definitely going to want to follow more, because I'm going to be sharing everything I know about this subject and hopefully helping you to unlock any hidden talent or anything in your life right now that you want to unlock, specifically wealth and abundance, by utilizing what happened in your past life.
I don't know if I believe in past lives, but I've always felt that I was here for a reason, that I have a true purpose. Do you believe in a past life? Do you know if you have one? Let me know in the comments.
And positions. And a lot of people are questioning, who is this person? Where did he come from? Even though he has a fan base, obviously, but it's very easy to see that he was put here by the Hollywood elites. OK, and the reason why is because he portrays what they want. OK, a lot of the debauchery that is spoken of in the Bible, that the Bible condemns, he's a part of it. He didn't climb to the top of the charts and put in these positions based off of hard work and perseverance only. OK, we've heard from many different people in Hollywood say that there's more that you have to do. You have to give allegiance to these people, these executives, these elites, in order to get put in these positions. And that's exactly what he's done. And it's evident when you see his music videos, when you hear his music, and when you see what he's putting out and how he's mocking God and the stuff that he does. OK, let's hop into this video. Let's check this out.
This is Bad Bunny. This is who they're giving you for the Super Bowl halftime show this year. But I'm not shocked. Did you know that Jay-Z's Rock Nation does the selection for the halftime shows? That's why you're getting Bad Bunny, because they want to woke America. This is what the world does. It celebrates sin, it mocks purity, and it calls the darkness light. As a Christian, I will not support it. Why? Because we're not supposed to soak in entertainment that will drag us away from God. Ephesians 5:11 says, have nothing to do with the fruitless works of darkness, but expose them. Don't clap for it. Call it out. Truth is, the Super Bowl halftime has turned more into a ritual of glorifying rebellion than anything else. But that's the world. It's blind, it's broken, and it's headed for destruction. I won't be shocked when Bad Bunny's performance is full of filth. However, I am shocked when Christians see it and they shrug it away like it's no big deal. The world is going to act like the world, but the church, we're called to be different. We're called to shine brighter. We are called to stand apart. Don't just consume culture. Confront it. And then keep yourself and your children away from watching it.
I agree with everything that he said. And I also appreciate how he said to not only just to not participate, but also to expose the darkness, because we have to do that as Christians for other people in their eyes and their hearts to be open towards the truth in Jesus Christ. Okay. Because there are going to be people, even Christians, but also people that don't believe in God, that are going to watch this, that are supporting this. But then when they hear somebody like us speaking out against this, it may change their perspective and even get them interested in God. Okay. In the Bible, if they are not already Christians. All right. Let's look at this one. And then I'm going to show you somebody who is a Christian who was lost in Bad Bunny's music, that got caught up into it. And she eventually got out of it because she heard the truth about it. Okay, let's check this out.
I didn't watch the halftime show this year. I don't even like football. Usually we watch the Super Bowl for the commercials for the halftime show, but I was not into it this year. I did watch TPUSA's halftime performance, and I liked it to a point, but I do feel like it could have been better. And then all the controversy with Erica Kirk and TPUSA was just like, I don't know. I feel like I even had a hard time supporting their show as well. Just, everything seems so fake anymore. I just don't know who I feel comfortable supporting. Could have been better.
Do they want us to think energy and frequency is pseudoscience?
Grant. Yeah? Isn't it funny how people never question Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, radio, or cell signals, all invisible electromagnetic waves, but think energy, frequency, and vibration are just a bunch of mystical nonsense?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm serious. We automatically accept that invisible signals can transmit data through walls, but we can't accept that our thoughts and emotions emit frequencies? We need proof to believe this. But it's the same physics. Energy is energy, buddy.
Whatever.
So you don't question how your cell phone can receive invisible signals from space, but you think it's crazy that I can feel your bad mood when we're in the same room? Come on, man. Think.
Very weird.
We went for a walk on Saturday around our neighborhood, and this really doesn't have anything to do with that, but it does have to do with frequencies. We've been in our house for 6 going on 7 years, and over the past 5 years, really 3, now that I think of it, trees have started to die in our neighborhood. Like big trees, one behind us, one to the side of us. Like the city came and cut it down because it was dead and they didn't want it to fall on somebody's house. And then there's a park 2 streets over, and they cut down big trees there as well. Well, anyway, when we were on our walk, I was looking at the 5G tower that's in the high school perimeter, and it occurred to me, I was like, what if those trees were dying because of that 5G tower? Possible.
Every cell of your body is God. Everything is God. Everything is divine. So when you do good things, when you decide to transcend the negativity and attempt to do something positive for you, for your family, you are the heart of God. You are the eyes of God. When you speak from that place, you are God's voice. And when you make a loaf of bread in this place, in this kitchen, that is a Eucharist. You're blessing people with your work. You're serving the world with your work, with your effort. That is a Eucharist. That is the body of Christ. You know? And I thank you for everything you're doing. You're amazing. You're champions. I admire you.
That looks like Jim Carrey. Everybody's saying right now that he's been cloned, and it was a clone that received his award in France. I could see it doesn't look like him, like maybe he had some plastic surgery, but that was Jim Carrey, the person that received the award. I don't know. He did go on Jimmy Kimmel and say that if he ever came out of retirement, it wasn't him. So maybe it's not him. We know from the files that cloning is real. So if people have millions of dollars, why wouldn't they just clone themselves so that they could get out of contract and go live their life in peace?
And in the same tone and everything. So I went and I found the movie clip, and I have the clip of the press conference yesterday. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. And what I found odd, other than that, is after the line is said, the way that Savannah just pauses and kind of looks at the camera. So here, take a look at the video.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Okay, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's weird, right? I mean, is it intentional? Did the FBI help write her letter? Is it a signal? Is it a code? It's weird. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Drop your comments below.
So we live in Arizona, outside of Phoenix, and we drove into Phoenix today, and they had her missing persons plastered on a billboard off of I-10, right as I-10's turning into I-17. You see Nancy Guthrie, missing person. And I really don't know what to believe. Pima County just picked up a reality TV series right before this whole Nancy Guthrie case came out. So that's kind of weird. And like just seeing videos of the FBI wandering around her yard, just not really doing anything. And then the pizza guy just showing up at her house, delivering. I don't know, man. Everything's weird. And I think that it's a psyop because they're talking more about it than they are the files or anything else. And if it is real, I pray to God that they find that old woman soon. I really do. Because true or not, it's a really sad story.
What are you beautiful people gonna do when you realize that the people in charge are not even human? Open your eyes.
I'm going to read you a poem by James McCrae. And I don't say this lightly. Every single person that I've read it to, it has stopped them in their tracks. Not because it's something that you learn, it's because it feels like something that you have to remember. So, it goes like this. Instructions before visiting Earth. In the event that you wake up and find your soul separated from source and manifest into material form, don't panic. Your condition is only temporary. You have been selected for the opportunity of human incarnation. This 3D simulation is designed to break up the monotony of eternity by giving you a fully immersive experience as a distinct ego identity. Your body will serve as your physical avatar as you navigate a dense and dramatic reality. There will be many distractions causing you to forget your true nature and origin. You will experience a range of emotions from joy to loneliness to despair. But remember, No matter what trials and traumas you encounter, your soul remains perfectly safe. At times, you may feel lost or afraid. This is totally normal. If you ever need guidance, simply slow down your busy mind and bring your awareness to the quiet place inside yourself. On this planet, nothing is permanent. People and things will come and go. You will fall in love and form sentimental attachments only to lose everything that you hold dear. So cling to nothing too tightly, even yourself. And when it's time to let go with grace, for nothing is owned, only borrowed. As you walk among the people on the planet, try to be a good guest. Tread lightly. Remember that you are only visiting. So don't make a mess. Listen more than you speak. Give more than you take. Don't keep your soft heart locked inside a glass cage, protected from wear and tear. You'll never make it out alive, and time passes quickly. So come back with some battle scars and good stories to tell. James McCrae.
Great blackout. We had no power and no prospects of getting any.
What is it? What is it? We'll never know! Don't worry, kids. The government will help. The government cannot help itself, let alone you. So to take your minds off your troubles, I propose some kind of games. Either hunger or squid.
Okay, but is the sun actually hot, though? I know you're thinking, dude, what's going on up here, man? Did I take am I in special? Do I need a helmet? Like, why would I? Listen, is the sun actually hot? No one asked this question. Because they're not all silly billies. No, listen to this, dude. Explain this. If the sun is a ball of nuclear fusion, woo! Nuclear, by the way. I haven't even talked to you guys about nukes yet. Have you heard about nukes? It may be as real as something that's fake, put it that way. I know, but trust me. The sun's hot, right? Then why is it the higher you go in elevation, the colder it gets? Now forget about, I'm sure there's some like mathematical quantum formula. Like, well, it's because the pressure and the density, woo! But just think about this for a second. The higher you go, the colder it gets. Mountains, they're snow-capped. They're not barren deserts. The ones that are really tall, when you get up to those footages, it's shocking. Furthermore, do you know the deepest part of the ocean that we've explored? I'll tell you what it is right now. The deepest part of the ocean that we've ever gone, 7 miles. The sun is said to be 93 million miles away. 93. We don't even know what the ocean is less explored. So you think there's a rover on Mars and you think the sun's 93 million miles. Well, not you maybe, but this is what they tell us. But they don't even know, they've never even, and how far have we even drilled into the earth? I mean, that's another question. You think it's easier to detect all this micro formula from the sun that's 93 million miles away than to figure out what's beneath our feet or beneath the freaking ocean? Furthermore, and this is a big one, I'm not going to roast NASA too much because I respect them as a government agency that's raking in hundreds of millions, is it billions a year? I'll check. Is it 30 or 60 million bucks a day they're getting for space research? You know what but just so you know, like, let's say they actually were exploring space. Do you know what 30 to 60 million dollars a day could do for like our countries? Don't even get me started on the European Space Agency, another governmental organization. Now, the question is, how much do you trust the schmoverment? That's a serious question. And how much do you believe the McGraw-Hill textbooks we all learned from in school, which, by the way, don't even ask me who the hell owns those. I'm not talking about it. What are we thinking about here?
Ghislaine Maxwell's
Comment for part 2. Let me know your thoughts below.
30 to 60 million bucks sounds like a lot of money that could solve a lot of problems.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races. Go.
They are two different people, and by that I mean that Jeffrey Epstein cloned himself. So either it's his clone walking around, or it really is him. It could be, that they really did break him out of prison, and I believe that. And if you look at my shorts I've been sharing, I clipped up episodes by Mind Unveiled. He did a 3-part series on the Epstein files, and he really digs into consciousness and cloning and baby farming, everything that Epstein was doing. I highly recommend that you watch that little series. But if you don't have time to watch them, just check out my shorts and they go through it briefly. I have them here on YouTube and I have them on TikTok.
Okay, well, do you know how everyone says, like, if you think the Earth's flat, then just go to Antarctica and see for yourself? Well, you do know that there's an Antarctic treaty, and you're not really allowed to explore. Well, anyway, these lads right here just took a boat and went right to Antarctica, and guess what? They were instantly stopped. Check this out.
IRL in Antarctica, boys. IRL in Antarctica.
Now listen carefully.
Not that good. So you have a Starlink? Yeah. Okay, it's confiscated. You'll receive it on the way back.
You can't use it on the land?
Say it?
Can't use it on the land?
No. Okay.
Just go to Antarctica, they say.
Yesterday and didn't have a problem really going on, but you're the captain, so it's all yours.
Okay. You'll receive it in the end of the day. Okay. Okay. Cool. It's not such devices. They're not anything that is related to the internet connection, cybersecurity is completely forbidden.
Really? So no one's allowed to have a shot on it?
No, not even a single piece of pizza.
Not even allowed a piece of paper in Antarctica.
Is that for like all of it? I'm just asking questions. I'm not arguing with you. For all of Antarctica?
Yeah. Okay. For all, it's available for all ships.
All ships, all of Antarctica.
And especially this one we have
no smartphones, nothing.
To follow, unfortunately, we cannot let you.
Right, bring it on land. Yeah. And that's
no exploration.
Yeah, for everybody. Okay. But our procedures, they are very strict. And such devices, they are not allowed, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. That's fine. Thank you for informing us. I apologize.
Interesting.
For any issue. I just didn't. I didn't see any problem with it, like online when I was researching and stuff. But you're the captain.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Like I keep telling you guys, the entire world has an agreement called the Antarctic Treaty, where they all protect parts of Antarctica. They stop anyone exploring the unknown lands. But obviously this was just for entertainment. We don't really have an ice wall covering the entire world. Every compass doesn't just point to the northern centre. There's definitely a south pole, not a south wall. And I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
That's really bizarre. Like, what other reason could it be than they don't want people filming what's there? They don't want anybody to see it. Like, explain that. Does our technology interfere with DARPA or something? I don't know. If you have an answer, leave me a comment.
Happy Shushan Purim today. I'm going to soon show you the meditation that opens your third eye, and that enables the oil of healing to course through your body. And you'll need it because the light can burn you. So I'd advise you to listen and try to feel joy and try to feel love.
I feel like she's speaking in code. Like, Roseanne, blink twice if you need help.
I never was tortured by Trump. And if I was, I damn sure don't know about it. But I was never tortured by Trump. That's not the point. But the fact that some of you are mad at me because I won't say that is telling. Why are we just having a conversation just about Trump like he's the only, we said we saw his name and all this stuff. Okay, because if it was, all of it was what it says it was, why wasn't that information out in 2016? When he was running for election, they drug out everything on that man. Why didn't they pull out that ball? But let's just knock politics off the table for a second. If you are just focused on Trump's name, you do not get it. We're talking about children. We're talking about children. Children!
She's right. Everybody's so focused on who was in the files, who is guilty. And like, yeah, justice needs to be served, but some people won't even read the files. They just say, oh, I heard Trump is in the files. Impeach him. Burn him down. There is so much twisted shit in there. Like, so many people are guilty. And we need to start praying for these kids. Because that wasn't the only island. There is more out there. And we need to find them. I have so much more to say on it, but I'm going to save it for another time.
Would you mind just giving a basic recap of what this Pizzagate theory was?
These emails get dumped online full of everything that was in John Podesta's life. And John Podesta is a very powerful and connected man. People on the internet then started to notice these strange pizza messages about $40,000 worth of hot dogs being flown to DC for parties, and overt references to children. These kids, ages like 7, 8, and 9, will be in the pool and it'll be heated and they will be there for, it's like, wait, what are we talking about? This one pizza place in particular, Comet Ping Pong, right in the heart of DC, the Instagram of this pizza shop is full of very disturbing images of children. Things like children taped to tables, things like commenters talking about rape and abuse, things like comments about kill rooms, and so much disturbing imagery on a public Instagram account for a public pizza place. As the media is running this big kind of smear campaign on these questions, a guy conveniently walks into that pizza place with an AR and shoots the place up. Doesn't hit anybody, but manages to shoot a bullet straight through the hard drive that's in the back room and gets arrested by police very publicly. They have a big photo shoot. So then you can look at it and say, these conspiracy theories are dangerous. So we can censor them all off the internet because it's been debunked. Don't pay attention to the fact that the guy that owns the pizza place is the boyfriend of the guy that runs Media Matters, who is one of the primary debunkers of these things.
Thanks for joining today. Please come back tomorrow or in a couple days. I'll be dropping another video.